We are on a mission to produce world-class pilots. We are on a mission to produce safer pilots. We are on a mission to have a better and safer skies. Hi, I am Captain Devin Soni, co-founder of Golden Epaulettes Aviation and trainer and mentor by heart. So, in the group activity, I gauge a lot of skills required, like communication skills, teamwork, coordination, leadership skills, stress level, rate of speech, time management skills, confidence, disruptive, empathetic, argumentative, obedient or disciplined, boisterous, loud spoken, articulate, knowledgeable, body language, and grooming style. And then I give the feedback. I observe everyone closely and give the feedback accordingly. So let's start another group activity, which is women in equality in aviation. So let's start the group activity now.
I would say you go with the intro, and you go with the time check, and you can give the conclusion.
So, shall I start?
Yeah.
So, hi everyone, my name is Manisha. Today, in this group discussion, we'll be talking about the gender inequality in the cockpit. So, I would like someone to volunteer for the time check as well as the conversation.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Daksh. I will be the anchor for this group discussion.
Okay.
I'll be giving the conclusion of the GD. So I would like to add first point to it, like the workspace culture still doesn't seem to be like a stereotype because there has been reports of isolation or lack of mentorship in this field, and there are certain airlines and certain training environments which are not suitable for girls.
Adding to your point, as you can see that since like many years, there is stereotype that women can't handle stress, women can't handle emergency situations, even women can't handle machines. But with time, we are saying that it's like the stereotype is breaking, and like women are coming in this space. But there is also lack of like awareness of aviation, not only for like female but also for men. So there should be some like some mentorship or some concentration in schools or colleges so that they get to know about this spirit. Adding to my teammates' point, women make up very small percentage in today's airline, around 5 to 7%. The numbers are even lower in the higher leadership roles like that of a captain and like of of a chief pilot. So, what can airline do to improve this inequality in cockpit? That they should provide some mentorship to women, or they could uh, allow a scholarship program so they can take an initiative and go in cockpit roles also.
I would like to add one more point to your discussion that flying has traditionally been viewed as a male profession, so girls are less often encouraged to pursue the aviation field.
And also adding, sorry, go ahead. No, you. So adding to your point, women also feels they are being harassed or being discriminated in cockpit by any inappropriate comment by other colleague. So they should be prohibited, and airline should make up specific policies for all these arguments. Adding to your point, one of the main reason is work-life balance. After married or after child married or like motherhood, there is an issue with like they can't give time to their children or their family because of the irregular schedule or irregular time schedule for the work. They might face some issues. So like companies can enforce some rules and regulations so that they can manage both their family and their like professional life.
Adding to what my colleague just said, and he actually agree with him. Not only the work-life balance and other family issues, but even in some countries, some cultures actually prevent women from going into this field. So it causes let's say inequality, which is kind of in my.
Anyone want to add something?
So, there are some recent studies that there is no evidence that women pilots are less capable, and that actually they are more disciplined than men. Also, women have recently studied that they have also successfully landed emergency procedures, and also they have tackled the emergency easily than men.
So, adding on to my teammate's point, I would like to mention that earlier there was a perception that women are not good at multitasking as well as communication skills. But the recent studies also shows that women are way better than men when it comes to multitasking as well as communication. And I think both are very critical for this aviation. So I think normalizing would be a better option. Initially, I think women need to get normalized rather than referring to them as lady pilots or like lady captains. It would be great if we just start referring to them as pilots or captains based on their profession rather than putting their gender into their profession.
I agree to your point, and I would like to add one more point that there has been recent survey in which it states that women can handle more pressure in the cockpit than male pilots.
Adding the point,
And also there is one who point to it that like there is a lack of role model. So as there are very few women pilots in aviation, so there are very few to inspire young aspirants for the bike.
So adding to my teammate's one, yes, he is correct. So what airline can do to change this is that they can hire some female ambassador from their airline only and can advertise all these things so that women can come up and become a commercial pilot.
I do agree with the point. In fact, the Indigo CSR program, which states that like it's hiring women empowerment and women employment. So it's in, as we can say, Indigo is already doing that. Indigo's Indigo workforce workload almost have 48% of female, and in fact, we are saying that Indigo is tying up with Cadet programs, which are only giving privilege to the female, like which bringing female batches, so that they can teach them how to be that brave that they can handle these situations.
Yes, Indigo have some specific quotas for girls also, and they also have a line say "Beti ko bachao and beti ko pilot banao."
Also, adding to my colleagues, nowadays every cadet ship has started their term for scholarship reformers, and also they are promoting female pilots for longer flights and ultra longer flights.
Even if airlines are promoting advertising themselves, we need to bring our points to their families first, so that they break the stereotype and they encourage their own daughters. Maybe stop being narrow-minded. This is the main problem in India, as I would absolutely.
And to what my colleague just said, I completely agree with that. Not only that, we should also actually airlines should actually have a set a policy where this kind of stereotypical jokes and things should not even happen. And if something like this happen, there should be serious consequences, and there should be severely death.
Sorry to interrupt everybody. It's parents on the call.
So as my team mate said, I said also earlier that airlines should make specific policies for women, that no men or any other person should pass any kind of remarks to them. So airlines should have a specific policies for all these things.
I would like to your point that we should also focus on social media to promote more and more, as in today's generation, social media plays a very important role.
So adding on to my teammate's point, also with the social media that he mentioned, I would also suggest that the airlines can they can send the female pilots to schools and colleges to conduct campaigns, which will be so that it be a role model for the upcoming aspiring pilots as well.
Anyone like to add a point?
Adding to your point, as we can see, this industry is seen very risky, and it feels like we are going to defense because we don't know about our life. Anything can happen. And in fact, like female families feel the same because of like thinking that their daughter will be not that safe in this industry. So we can make aviation, like we can spread awareness that like air transport is the safest mode of like life, and we can promote some campaign and all.
Yes, adding to your point, 1 or 2 years back, from Air India, Captain Zoya flew from Bangalore to San Francisco. So this can be a thing which every woman can take seat from and go into a managemental role in cockpit or for a captain.
And then we can say that skills is more important than a gender. If you are skilled enough, if you are that capable that you can handle critical situations, you have that like knowledge and that skills of being a pilot, then gender do not define your what you want to be. If you are that skilled, then you can be a pilot.
I would add to your point, as my friend said, that it doesn't matter in the cockpit that it is a male or it is a female. The only thing that it matters that if you can handle pressure and you can handle stress and you are professional at your job, it's all of yours. So can we conclude?
Yes. So concluding this GD, gender inequality in cockpit. So coming to one conclusion, work-life challenges, discrimination in cockpit, specifically women, lower multitasking skills, and they can also advertisement by social media, hiring ambassadors to encourage women and having women specific policies in airlines. So thank you everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So how was it? Interesting. Okay. It's a serious topic. Nobody, but it was a very safe topic as well, because everyone, love more, more women empowerment, more women in the cockpit, more women in the aviation, right? So, got it. So, yes. Tell me, Karan, how was it?
So it was good. From my side, I was a little bit hesitant going
Yes.
because it is my very first debut.
Okay.
So I was just figuring out that how am I working in a group.
Right. That's okay. That's okay. So, but yes, next GD, you have to speak more. Okay. And it was a late entry. I want you to speak in the first 2 minutes. Okay. And I want you to speak at least 5 times. Now, I'm not telling everyone that you have to speak 5 times in the actual group activity. This is for him, just to make him practice that, so that, he should have numbers that I have to speak more. But it doesn't mean that in the group activity you have to, there's nothing standard that you have to speak this many number of times. No. Okay. This is for your own practice. I'm advising you. I'll be pushing you, okay, to speak. Okay. But it's a very dynamic situation in the actual group activity. You don't have to speak too less. You don't have to speak too much also. Okay. Yes, it was fine.
I was
Okay.
nervous actually.
Yeah. ठीक है, nervousness मुझे दिख रही है काफी लोगों में इस बार. ठीक है, it was fine. But in the initially when you said that you do the conclusion, you do the timer, instead of that, ask, who would like to lead for the timer, who would like to lead for conclusion, and who would like to, what was that third thing? Time check or बस say conclusion, दो ही चीजें होती है ना? Introduction, yes, 3 things. So better ask in the group. Leaders कौन होते हैं अच्छे leaders? They give the opportunities to your team members. Okay? And if nobody is responding to any one of them, then you can take a lead and can say, if you don't mind, can I do the conclusion part? Is that fair? Got it?
Yeah. Tell me.
Then, I'll give you different perspectives as to what someone sees a problem. 50% of us were discussing the problem and 50% were discussing the solution.
Right.
So, it was kind of very learning for me.
Yeah.
But I should start thinking about the problem too. I was thinking only about the solution, I can say.
Lamb's okay. That's okay.
Like a group discussion, there was a topic. And I believe a group discussion should come up with more solutions, more problems, because everybody is aware of problems.
Okay. Yeah. So in fact, a lot of solutions were also provided in the group activity, like the lady pilots or nobody. I mean, those stereotypes should be broke. Then we can do more campaignings. We can keep. We can reach out to more people, more women's. So solutions were also there. You provided one solution, and it was a very good solution. I think it has to go in depth in the deep of the parents, who
वो जो अपब्रिंगिंग होती है ना स्टार्टिंग से ही, उस पे काम करने की बहुत जरूरत है. Okay, but my concern is you spoke only once, right? And that too, it was a late entry. Why?
I was thinking about some okay.
But tell me one thing: if you think about that you're thinking like I will only contribute with solutions only, but then you know the you know consequences. Huh?
That was what I'm taking back with this.
Sorry.
That is what I learned.
Yes. Okay. So consequences could have been some of okay unfavorable consequences. Okay. So next time onwards, I want you to contribute more. Okay. I will not go with any numbers, but I want you to to give contribution within first 2 minutes only. In here at least. Okay. I'm not talking about actual group activity because that's very dynamic environment. Okay. Yes, Daksh. I wish you could have also contributed more.
Yes, I was short in preparation.
Yeah.
I didn't get more time.
So time to लेकिन सब लोगों ने बोला.
I was actually figuring out what points to note down and what points to get.
Okay.
Yeah. I was focusing more on to be unique and
Yeah, this you should not do this mistake at compromising and giving lesser contribution and just thinking, no, I'll give only the solutions. I'll be different. I will give it unique points. No, because in thinking in this, the time is also going, and then you won't be able to speak. Maybe in the last you won't be able to. Maybe you'll not get a chance or opportunity. Take it out. So you should not have this mindset. Okay, that my point should be very logical. My point should be like with fact based. Nothing like that. The important is to not giving contribution is better to give some contribution. Take some points from your colleagues only and then re-deliver it in a different way. That also you can do if you're short of your points. Okay. Priyanshu, I don't know why, but I felt your hands were shaking. Is it? No? Okay. This is one thing which I want to tell you also, Yash, and you, Priyanshu. When you were talking, you were referring to your notes. It's okay. I mean, if you're referring your notes for some facts, some figures, that is fine. But tell me one thing: if you have to talk like some any solution challenges, why do we have to look here and say this contribution? You were looking like this, and you were talking to them. No. Even if you have to refer like this, I think it should be based on the skills. Okay. I think we can really advertise. So I have the paper on my hand, but I'm looking to, I'm not doing this. Like, I think we should have a more, lady pilots, advertising for this or inspiring, like this. So it doesn't give a good impression. Okay. You can keep it like this if you want, and then have a proper eye contact to everyone. Okay? Leadership skills are very, very important skills. You have to imbibe in your system. Talk like a leader. Behave like a leader. है ना? तो वो कैसे होगा? आंखों में देखो, conversation करो, बात करो अच्छे से. ठीक है? Got it? And the idea is not कि ऐसा नहीं है कि जो सबसे ज्यादा बोलेगा उसका होगा. Please don't get into that mindset कि हमको ज्यादा बोलना है and then we'll be all safe and nothing like that. Okay. So, Vanisha, your style of communication is good. Okay. So no feedback for you. Vivek, fine.
But I fumble between like,
Yeah. So that polishing is required. Okay. I saw that. Slightly, I mean, I don't want to touch on that because, but I want better body language and I want your body to speak.
I was a bit confused whether I should like put my hand down or on that table.
Yeah, that's okay. Even if you keep it down, that's okay. Okay. Yeah. You also had the same down? Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Girish, I would suggest you, because your hands were going like this is also fine, but it was coming quite up, and then you did, this also. So avoid such this thing. However, some polishment is required. You, definitely you. So here I'll give it to Vanisha, that's okay. I mean, in your case, but others need some polishing. Everybody. Okay. So I'll take another group activity with you guys. Okay. छोड़ूंगा नहीं जब तक थोड़ा सा better नहीं हो जाता. ठीक है ना? I've dedicated this day for this only. I want to bring more confidence in you. Okay. I want to polish you as much as I can today. All right. Are you with me? Can you support me for this? Okay. Thank you so much. And so let's, anything you want to ask?
No, sir. I do remember 4 months before, I used to see these videos of yours.
Okay.
Like when I used to work and thinking that, and someday I will join a program and all. And today I'm joining this.
Very good. I'm telling you, don't get afraid. Train कर देंगे आपको. अच्छे से train कर दूंगा. डरो मत, और सबका selection हो जाएगा. ठीक है ना? because if you see, I was observing very closely. I was monitoring it in the interviews also. And you guys have this facility at least because, I was not having this facility to give this interview and somebody's gauging me. Yesterday also I took so many interviews. Today also I'm taking interviews. And trust me, people says that they were good with HR. I mean, they did, they answered it very, very well. But the thing is, they don't know that what mistake they did in the HR also. But I was gauging it. When I asked them, how was the interview? They said, sir, good. Only the technical part was not good, but HR was good. So I told them, no. In the HR, these are the mistakes you did. Okay. So you have to trust in the process that, whatever I'm giving you the feedback, and this feedback is very pure. Only to make it, to get you selected in the airline. You must have seen a lot of students were still not very comfortable or confident, but we make them enough practice and so that they perform well in the actual group activity. I gauge them, observe them individually, and then I'll give them a feedback, and I'm sure that everybody here will get selected in the airline because our training standards are high, and we have provided them a very nice platform that they will really nurture. Their personal growth is also very high, and they start, when they come, initially they're very low on confidence, they're shy, they're not very socializing, this thing. But once they come here, they start making, they start doing conversation, they start learning a lot. They were not knowing much in aviation, but I think, once they come here, you can see a lot of changes in a month or two, and we are on a mission to get them selected, all of them. And in the last Air India interviews also, we have got 100% selection in the Air India interviews. And in fact, our students have got selected in Fly the Way as well. So which is a good news. And we train for Air Arabia, Qatar, Fly Dubai, and Scoot Airline as well as internationally, and obviously definitely for Indigo and Air India as well. So see you in the next group activity.